Hello everyone! Our lesson for today is about rational equations, roots, and radicals. So we're going to discuss this with a few examples. So first example, we're going to have rational equation. So I'll give you an example. 5 over x minus 5 minus 8 over x plus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, so kung napapansin niyo, meron tayong two denominators which is x minus 5 and x plus 5. So yan ang magiging LCD natin. Pero mayroon tayong tinatawag na restriction. Okay? So, kung kukunin natin ang solution ng ating equation na to, okay, ulitin ko, kung solution ang hahanapin natin. Okay? So, x is not equal to negative or positive 5. Okay? Why? Kasi kung dito, kung positive 5 ang x natin, so 5 minus 5, 0. Hindi siya pwede. Alalahanin ninyo guys na kung ang denominator natin ay 0, that is undefined. Or, pag itry ninyo sa calculator, ang lalabas po ay error. Okay, so wala siyang sagot. Okay, the same true, pag ang x ay negative 5 plus 5 magiging 0. Kaya ang restriction natin, pag ang hinahanap natin ay solution, dapat ang x natin ay hindi pwedeng positive and negative 5. Okay, let's proceed. Since ang hinahanap lang natin ay value ng x, so ituloy natin. Ang LCD natin ay x minus 5 and x plus 5. So i-multiply natin siya both sides. So copy lang natin. 5 x minus 5 minus 8 x plus 5 is equal to 0. So, i-multiply natin siya both sides ang ating LCD. Okay, ang ating LCD ay x minus 5 and x plus 5. So, x minus 5 x plus 5. Lagay din natin sa kabila. X minus 5, x plus 5. Okay. So, tuloy natin. X minus 5, x plus 5, multiplied by this. Cancel iyan. Ang matitira ay x plus 5. So, 5 times x plus 5 minus the same thing, x minus 5, x plus 5 divided by this one. So, mawawala ito. Mawawala yan. Ang matitira ay x minus 5. So, copy x8 multiplied by x minus 5. Okay, is equal to x minus 5 times x plus 5 multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. Next, 5 times x, 5x plus 5 times 5, 25, minus 8 times x, 8x, negative times negative, positive, 8 times 5, 40 is equal to 0. Combine like terms, 5x and negative 8x. So, 5x minus 8x is equal to transpose 40, magiging negative 40. Transpose positive 25 over equal sign. Okay, ulitin ko, pag over equal sign, just change the sign. Positive becomes negative. Minus 25. So, since magkaiba ang sign, so subtract natin. 8 minus 5 is 3. X copy the sign of the greater value, which is negative, is equal to, pareho ang sign, so copy the sign, and then add 40 plus 25, magiging 65. Okay, next, divided by negative 3. Negative 3, cancel. So our x is equal to positive. Negative divided by negative becomes positive. 65 over 3. Kung fraction siya ganyan, or improper fraction, pag mixed number or 21 2/3. Okay? So, hindi ko na ipapakita paano kinuha ang 21 2/3. I-divide lang natin ang 65 divided by 3. Ito nang magiging sagot. Alam kong alam niyo na yan. Okay? So, ganyan lang po siya kasimple kung paano kunin ang value ng x sa rational equation. Okay, bibigyan ko pa kaya ng isa pang halimbawa. Okay, so number 2. 4x over x minus 4 minus 4 all over x plus 1 is equal to 3. Of course, ang ating LCD ay x minus 4 and x plus 1. Okay, so rewrite lang natin. 4x over x minus 4 minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 3. Let's put 1 below. 3 divided by 1 is equal to 3 pa rin. Okay, so we're going to multiply our LCD. Our LCD is, okay, so let's write. LCD is x minus 4 and x plus 1. X minus 4 and x plus 1. Okay, next. So, x minus 4, x plus 1. Then din sa kabila, x minus 4, x plus 1. Okay? So, pareho lang sa ginawa natin kanina. X minus 4, x plus 1 divided by x minus 4. Cancel, cancel. X plus 1 ang matitira. So, multiply natin siya by 4x. So, 4x, x plus 1 minus the LCD divided by x plus 1. So, cancel ang x plus 1. Matitira ang x minus 4 to be multiplied by 4. And then, 3 multiplied with is 1 kasi LCD divided by 1 is equal to the LCD multiplied by the numerator. Parang nagsasolve lang din ng fraction na whole number. Okay? The same step. So, x minus 4, x plus 1. Okay? Medyo mahaba-haba po ito. Then, we're going to multiply this by distributive property. 4x times x is equal to 4x squared plus 4x times 1, 4x minus 4 times x, 4x. Negative times negative, positive. 4 times 4, 16. So, equal to, what are we going to do with this first? So, copy 3. We can do this by FOIL. Okay. X times x, x squared, x times 1, x, positive. Negative 4 times x, negative 4x. Okay, negative times positive, negative. 4 times 1, 4. Next. Okay. So, in here, cancel na natin to. Meron na tayong 4x squared plus 16 is equal to, multiply distributive property, 3 times x squared, 3x squared, plus 3 times x, 3x, minus 4 times 3, 12x, minus 4 times 3, 12. Next, so we have 4x squared plus 16 is equal to, okay, sorry guys, let's combine them all. So let's remove this, transpose with this, negative 3x squared. Next, 3x, positive 3x plus 12x becomes 9x. Negative 9x transposed to the other side becomes positive 9x. Next, negative 12 transposed to the other side, magiging positive 12, and then just copy 16 is equal to 0. Okay, so let's proceed. Let's continue sa taas. Okay, ituloy natin. So, combine like terms, 4x squared minus 3x squared is equal to x squared plus 9x plus 28 is equal to 0. Okay, if we look for the factor, there's no factor because the factor of 28 is 1 and 28. We have also 2 by 14 and 7 by 4. Since both are positive, so we need to add 7 plus 4, 11, so it cannot be. 14 plus 2, 16, it cannot be. 28 plus 1 is 29, it cannot be. So meaning to say, we need to do completing the square. Okay, ano yung step ng completing the square? Copy this to x squared plus 9x plus blank is equal to, transpose this to the other side becomes negative 28 plus blank. Para saan ang blank na to? Kung ano yung i-add natin dito, ganun din ang i-add natin dito. Okay? So, paano kunin ang number dito? Kunin natin yung number sa gitna, including the sign. So, 9 divided by 2 squared. Ganyan po ang pagkuha ng completing the squared. Ulitin natin, kunin yung number sa gitna, divided by 2, and then squared. Is equal to 9 over 2 is equal to, answer is 81 over 4. Okay, so we're going to add 81 over 4, 81 over 4. Next, so what is our factor? Our factor now is x plus 9 halves squared is equal to this one, negative 28 plus 81 over 4. Okay, let's proceed. Addition of a whole number and a fraction. How do we do that? Okay, so I'll show you how. We have here 28 negative 28 plus 81. Our LCD over 4. Our LCD is 4. This is over 1. So 4 divided 1 is 4. 4 times negative 28 is equal to negative 112 plus 4 divided by 4 is 1. 1 times 81 is 81. So we have now negative 112 plus 81. We have negative 31 over 4. Okay, so that is 31 over 4. We will put now here negative 31 over 4. And then this one, we have this one, x plus 9/2 square. Okay? Ano ang susunod? Okay, so lagyan natin ng radical, square both sides. Then, x plus 9/2 is equal to square root of negative 31 over 2. Square root of 4 is 2. Okay, next. Okay, tuloy natin. So, x plus 9 is equal to 9/2 pala, sorry. Is equal to square root of negative 31 over 2. Okay, that is 31. So, isolate x. I'm sorry. Okay, hindi na natin nabidyan. X now, transpose natin, is equal to, positive becomes negative, 9/2 plus square root of negative 31 over 2, or x is equal to negative 9 plus square root of negative 31 over 2. Since they are the same. So our x is this one. Okay, so that's our last example for rational equations. So there are rules in rational equations. I hope it's not too late. I forgot to tell you a while ago. First, we need to isolate the radicals. And let's make sure that one radical term is alone on the side of the equations. So that's what we did a while ago. Second, apply the power rule. Then, raise each side of the equation to the power that is the same of the index of the radical. That's it. That's why we put a radical. And then solve for the resulting equation. And if it is contains a radical, repeat step number 1. And then next, check to determine if the roots of the resulting equation are roots of the original equation. And if not, reject any such root as an extraneous value. Okay, so gaya ng steps na binanggit ko kanina, meron tayong 4. So una ay i-isolate natin ang radical sign on the other side. So, square root of x minus 5 is equal to, transpose to the other side, becomes negative 3. Okay, next, pagkatapos niyan ay square natin siya, both sides. That's the second step. Square both sides. Then, mariretain na ito kasi matatanggal na ang radical sign. So, x minus 5 is equal to negative 3 squared is equal to 9. Therefore, x is equal to 9. Transpose to the other side becomes positive 5. Then x is equal to 14. Okay, so our x is 14. Okay, let's review. Isolate first the radicals on the left side or on the right side. Then square to remove the radical sign. So if you square on the left side, you need to square also the numbers on the right side. And then eliminate the radical sign. So we have x minus 5 is equal to square negative 3 becomes positive 9. Then isolate x. So x is equal to 9 transpose negative 5 magiging plus 5. Then x is equal to 9 plus 5, 14. So that is our x. So this example is quite easy. Okay, so I'll give you one more example. Okay, ang susunod nating example for the radical, roots and radical, we have 5x plus 7 square root of plus x minus square root of x minus 1 minus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, so first step, we're going to set aside the radicals. So we have square root of 5x plus 7 plus square root of x minus 1 is equal to transpose negative 4 over equal sign. So we have positive 4. Now we're going to square both sides to remove the radical sign. So we have square the first. Okay, if we have this square, the first step is, or the shortcut method is, square the first. So the first term is this one. So if we square this one, since it is a radical sign, so just remove the radical sign and copy the base or radicand. So we have 5x plus 7 plus twice the product of the first term and the second term. Okay, so 2 times the product of the first term and the second term by FOIL 5x plus 7 times x minus 1. We have 5x squared plus 2x minus 7. And then the last term, square the last. The same with what we did for the first term. So, pag in-square natin siya, matatanggal ang radical sign. So, just copy x minus 1. So, we have plus x minus 1 is equal to, then 4 squared is equal to 16. Next, combine like terms or set aside radical sign. Numbers with or terms with radical sign. So, set aside natin to. Meron na tayong 2 square root of 5x squared plus 2x minus 7. Then next, combine all this. So, is equal to, okay, we have x, positive x plus 5x equals 6x. Okay, so negative 6x, and then positive 7 minus 1 becomes positive 6. Transpose to the other side becomes negative 6 plus 16. Next, okay, so 2 square root of 5x squared plus 2x minus 7 is equal to Copy. Negative 6x. Negative 6 plus 16 is equal to positive 10. Unlike sign, subtract. Cannot copy the sign of the greater value. What's next? Okay, so on this part now, we're going to square again this radical sign. So let's proceed to step number 1. Square. Square. So this becomes 4. And then, of course, eliminate the radical sign since we squared it. So we have 5x squared plus 2x plus 2x minus 7 is equal to square the first. So we have positive 36. Then, twice the product of the first term and the second term, we have negative 120x plus, square the last, we have 100. Okay, next, combine like terms. Oh, distributive property first. So we have 20x squared plus 8x minus 28. Okay, and then combine like terms. So we have just transpose. Okay, so we have is equal to 36x squared minus 120x plus 100. Next, combine like terms. We have 36x squared minus 20x squared minus 120x minus 8x plus 100 plus 28. We transpose, okay? So change the sign, becomes positive 28. Next, so the final answer is we have 36x squared minus 20x squared equals 16x squared minus negative 120 minus 8x. So the same sign, copy the sign and then add. Becomes 128x. Then 100 plus 28, the same sign, copy the sign and then add 128. Okay, next, if you notice, they are all divisible by 16. So let's divide by 16. So divided by 16, 16 and 16 cancel. We have x squared minus 128 divided by 16 is equal to 8x plus 8 is equal to 0. Okay, so if you notice, of course, 8x and 8, that is impossible to factor. So what are we going to do now is completing the square. So we have get the middle term divided by 2. So negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4 squared is equal to 16. So our new equation is x squared minus 8x plus 16 is equal to, transpose to the other side, negative 8 plus 16. Okay, whatever you add here must be add here, the one that we get in the middle term. Okay, next, factor it out. So we have x minus 4 squared is equal to negative 8 plus 16. So unlike sign, copy the sign of the greater value, which is positive, and then subtract. We have 8. So square root. Then x minus 4 is equal to square root of 8, or in lowest term, this one can be written like square root of, okay, just write below. Square root of 4 times 2, which is x minus 4 is equal to square root of 4 is 2, square root of 2. Okay, so isolate x. We will be having now an answer of x is equal to 4 plus 2 square root of 2, or lowest term, x is equal to 4 and 2 are divisible by 2, so becomes 2 plus square root of 2. Okay, so that is the value of our x. Okay guys, so I hope na may natutunan kayo sa video ito. Kung mayroon kayong komento, suggestions, comments, or clarification, then i-drop lang ninyo yung comments niya sa comment section. At kung nagustuhan niyo yung video or kung may natutunan kayo, paki-like naman po and share with your friends and relatives. And pa-subscribe for more videos. Thank you! Keep safe!